what's up guys? Today I'm going to be showing you my G.I. Joe Real American Hero figures from the 1980s. From 1982 to 1987, there's figures in here. There's a bunch of them in here. This is my first video that I'm making on YouTube. Hopefully it does well. I don't imagine too many people will see this, but if you're a G.I. Joe fan, I'm sure some of you will see this. So, for those of you that do see this, please subscribe, and let's get into the video. So, the first one here is Roadblock from 1986, I believe. I believe it was 1986. So, this is the first one. Here's one of my favorites. Spirit, the Native American. I don't know why, he was one of my favorites. I always use him. So these were originally my dad's from when he was a kid. And then he gave him over to me, and then I played with him a lot. Today is also my birthday, so I figured I'd make my first video on my birthday. Here we have Shipwreck. He's another cool one. There's also some newer, like, remade ones in here from 2000s. Here's Scrap Iron. I believe he's from 1983. Spirit's from 1983, and Shipwreck's from 1984 or 85. But I believe Scrap Iron is from 1983. I believe that's what he's from. We have another cool one, Lowlight. I feel like if Snake Eyes could talk, he'd be very quiet like Lowlight. It wouldn't be very loud and that much. Here is Wild Bill. I got this off of eBay for legit only 10 bucks. And it's in super good condition, doesn't have any cracks, the joints are all tight, and yeah, so. I don't remember the name of this dude. He's one of Sergeant Slaughter's, like, recruited men in the G.I. Joe animated movie. I'm not sure who he is. Leave it in the comments if you know. Here is Breaker. It's either Breaker or Clutch. I think this is Breaker, though. He's not in the best of shape. As you can see here, he's kind of splitting open, but these are old, and these are originals, so. Here is my absolute favorite. He's not doing in such a good shape either. It's Gung Ho. There is a way to fix these, and me and my dad have done it quite a bit. But Gung Ho, his knees are super loose, and if his knee snaps, we can't fix that. So, it's just that if you collect these, you know what I'm talking about. Here's the Firefighter Barbecue, for G.I. Joe. I thought it was cool that G.I. Joe had a firefighter. That's cool. Here's my other favorite, Recondo. I don't know why he's my favorite, but I use him a lot, and he's just cool looking, and my favorite's Recondo. That's why. We have another one from original series, Stalker from 1982. He was in the first line. This dude's not doing so well either. None of his joints are loose. They're pretty tight. It's just he's pretty wiggly, and so yeah, I try to cut a loose them a little bit. Here we have General Duke or Sergeant Duke, but he's the leader, the original leader of the G.I. Joe franchise. And then they had Flint and then Hawk, and then I believe it went back to Duke. Let's see, there's Duke. Another cool one, Outback. He's not the coolest character in the show, but I love the figure. I don't know why, it just looks cool. So there's Outback. Here we have Dusty, I believe his name is. I'm not quite sure, but he's another cool one. I think it just looks like a sniper. I feel like that's what he looks like, and not so much a sand trooper. Here is the Bazooka Soldier Zap, who is missing an arm. Don't ask me why, because when I found his pieces to put him back together, I could not find his arm, we can't fix his arm. So there's an O-ring inside of here, inside of this, and like inside of the body, and you take it apart with a screwdriver, you put a new O-ring in there, fixed. But like I said, if an arm breaks or the head breaks or leg, something, can't fix that. Though it's just done for then. Here is, I think this is Clutch. I think this is Clutch, and the other one is Breaker. So I think this is Breaker, and this is Clutch. That's what I think. But if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. Here is Iceberg from 1986. I get him mixed up because there's quite a bit of Snow Joes. So, and here's the best Snow Joe, Snow Job. I get him mixed up with Ice Frost or Frostbite. I don't know what his name is. I think it's Frostbite, but I get him mixed up with that. There's Snow Job. Here is Flint, who I like better than Duke. I do like Flint better than Duke. I just do. I think he's a cooler character in the show than Duke. Well, I don't know. Duke's pretty good. I don't know. Here is Zartan, the Master of Disguise. He had a chest plate, but I don't know what happened to it. Probably got lost somewhere. Here are the twins. I don't know their names exactly. Like, I know their names, Tomax and Zaymut, but I don't know which one is which. I don't know. I think this is Tomax, and I think this is Zaymut. Correct me in the comments. And he has a different torso piece. This one does, because I couldn't find the original, but I wanted him fixed, so I used him anyway, and got them fixed. Here is Footloose, I believe his name is. I use him a lot. I know he's not a huge character in the show, but I love the figure. I feel like it just looks so much like an army man and a soldier, more than the other ones. More than some of these, obviously, but I use that figure a lot. Here is a Cobra, like, guard, or, like, I don't know. It's not a regular Cobra, like, infantry person. Those are blue. I'm not sure. Like, I think it's like a Cobra Royal Guard or something. I'm not sure. Here is Quick Kick. I don't know. He came with a nunchuck and a sword. I'm not entirely sure where they are. Nunchucks would be cool, but I have a sword that I can easily just use in his place. Here is Scarlet. I always wondered why the figure has short hair when she has kind of long hair in the show. But here is Mutt. And I have Junkyard. I'm not sure where Junkyard is, but here's Mutt. I ordered this myself, as my dad didn't have this one, but I wanted this one, so I ordered this one. Along with Rakondo. Oh, here's Mutt. There he is. I mean, Junkyard. Here's Junkyard to go with Mutt. Here is Cross Country, I believe his name is. He came with a tank or something, but I don't have the tank anymore. I just have the figure. I have no clue who this guy is. I know he's Zartan's, like, brother or something like that, but I have no idea. I don't know his name, so let me know in the comments. Here's the Cobra, like, trooper or infantry person. This is what he looks like, and he is way cool. I don't really use him too much because he's really old, and, like, I'm pretty sure he was, like, the first figure released. Like, yeah, it was released in 1982, but, like, I think it was the first one to go out. He's really cool, though. Here's another really cool one. Storm Shadow. Right here. This took a little bit to fix. We had to do, like, super glue, like, on the sides here, like, on the shoulders. Sorry about the camera angle. I had to do them on the shoulders right there, just because they wouldn't close up good enough. They would just keep opening, so we had to super glue it. Here's another Cobra agent, Cobra Commander. And if you're wondering, no, this is not the original from 1983, I believe it was. This is not the original. This is a newer one. I think that, like, was released in 2018 or something like that. So this is not the original one, but I couldn't ever get my hands on the original one, so this one will have to do for now. And hopefully one day I can get my hands on the original. Here's another cool one. Blowtorch. I had to order this one once again because my dad did have him, but just didn't have him saved. So I had to order this one again, but it was only like 15 bucks. This is what he came with, just his gun and the helmet. He came with a backpack too, but I don't know where that is. I think it's in the accessories bin. Here's a member of the Dreadnoks. I don't remember this one's name. I remember Torch and Ripper. I don't think this is Ripper. I don't have Torch. And if this is Ripper, then obviously I have Ripper. I'm not sure the other one's name either. Here is another cool one. Beachhead right here. Another cool one. I always thought he was a bad guy until I actually found the show on YouTube and realized that he was a good guy. I mean, he looks like a bad guy to me. Oh, I don't remember this guy's name. I think he looks cool. He looks cool. I don't know much about him though, even in the show. I'm not sure. But let me know in the comments if you know. Here is Lady J. I always wonder why they had the figure wearing a hat, because in the show she's like never wearing a hat. So I'm not sure what's up with that. Here we have Frostbite, the one I always get mixed up with Snowjob. He looks cool, but I don't think I've ever even seen him in the show. Like, this figure looks cool, but I don't think I've seen him in the show. Here's another Dreadnok. I don't know who this one is either. I can't. There's so many Dreadnoks now, I don't even remember who they are. And if you don't know who the Dreadnoks are, they're like Zartan's like friends or gang members, I guess you could say. Here's General Hawk. Right here. He does come with a helmet, but I don't have the helmet. He also does usually have half of a hand, but he's missing half of it. So, he's missing half of his hand. Here is Firefly, I think his name is. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is Firefly. I don't really know much about him either. Here's the Infantry Commander Grunt. He's another original. His joints are really tight because we just fixed him like not long ago. So that's why his joints are super tight. Here's the original Snake Eyes from 1982. This one is really cool too. We had to fix this one as well because this one eventually broke. And here is the other Snake Eyes from 1985. I like the original one better, but this one is really cool. Yeah, this one's cool. I don't know what else to say for it. Here is Law, and then his dog is called Order. I feel like it should just be Law and Order for this dude, and then have the dog name something else. I'm not sure where the dog is. I do have the dog, but I don't know where it is. And I think this dude, oh my gosh, I don't even remember. I don't even know this guy existed. But I think this dude's name is Sea Slug or something like that for Cobra. I have no idea for that guy. Here is the main character for G.I. Joe the movie, or the animated one, Falcon. I never was a big fan of him, but the figure looks cool. I think the figure is cooler than the character itself. Here's another really awesome one, Sergeant Slaughter. And as a big WWE fan, I discovered G.I. Joe before I discovered WWE. So I didn't even know Sergeant Slaughter was a wrestler until like once I got into WWE, and I was like, oh, he was on G.I. Joe too. I didn't realize that he was originally a wrestler. So, as a big WWE fan, that was cool. Here's like a Cobra diver or somebody. I don't know his exact name, but he is a diver. Here is, I know he's a Crocmaster. I don't know his actual name, but he is a Crocmaster, so there's that guy. Here is Rock and Roll. He had the big machine gun. I don't have the machine gun. Both of his thumbs are broken anyway, so it wouldn't really matter because you can't hold it. Here's another re-release. This guy was the tank driver. And for Cobra, I have the tank, but we're moving right now, and I packed the tank, so he doesn't have his tank to sit in right now. But that's what he is. Here's another re-release. It is Destro. I once again could never get my hands on the original Destro from 1984 or 83, one of the two. Never could get it, so then I got this one for about 20 bucks. And so, once again, hopefully I can get the original one at some point. Another one of Sergeant Slaughter's, like, men, hideout gang people, I don't know. Another one of them, I think his name is, like, Mad Dog or something. I don't remember the exact name. Here's another cool one, Serpentor right there. I have his little, like, skiff or whatever thing he rides on with the big cobra on it. I have that as well. I just don't have it right now. I mean, well, I have it right now. I just don't have it with me right now. Here is Sci-Fi, I think his name is. He's a cool one. I always thought he was really cool. He looks like a spaceman. That's what he looks like. I mean, I guess that's why he's called Sci-Fi, but so yeah. This is Torpedo, or is this Wetsuit? No, this is Torpedo. Here's Torpedo. I don't know much about him other than he's a diver. Here is the Fridge from the Chicago Bears, but he's also in the G.I. Joe line. I am not a Bears fan. As a matter of fact, I'm a Vikings fan. But, you know, I like this figure, and for the sake of the figure, I guess I like the Bears a little bit. Okay, we're not gonna do him yet. Here's like a Cobra Snow Trooper. I don't know what his exact name is, but that's what he is. Here is Mainframe. I always thought he looks more like a cop than like a computer specialist or whatever he is. I feel like he looks like a cop. Here is Dr. Mindbender. He had like a cape thing, but I don't know what happened to it. We had to fix him too because he broke. Here's Order, the dog. I always thought that was so weird. Like, why would you, I don't know. And the last one, I believe, is Dial Tone. I always think Dial Tone looks like a bad guy. I always think the figure looks like a bad guy, I feel like. Doesn't this look like a bad guy to you? I feel like he just looks like a bad guy. I have a few more things in here. A couple broken ones I haven't found the parts to yet. I might just have to order them. But, this was a jet pilot for G.I. Joe. I don't know his name, but that's what he is. Here is a jet, bump the camera. Here is a jet pilot for Cobra, and once again, don't know his name. And, here is the Roadblock from 1983. I have his legs, but I don't have, like, his middle piece, the torso. I don't have that, but it is cool. I'm probably gonna have to order the parts because I do want to get this figure fixed. She is cool. Alright, guys, that is my full collection of G.I. Joe figs. I want to get a couple more. I want to get another Gung Ho, since my Gung Ho is not in great shape. I would love to get the parts for that, what's his name? Roadblock Freak. I'd like to get the original Cobra Commander. I'd like to get Alpine. I think that's what his name is. There's a couple of them that I would like to get. Here's a bunch of code cards. I could show you these in another video. If you want, I might do that. But I'm not going to show them off in today's video. I also have this bin of accessories. It's got a bunch of stuff. Here's the alligator that goes with the Crocmaster. And here's the Cobra that goes with Serpentor. But anyways, that is the full collection. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe. Please leave a like on the video. Please turn on notifications. And I'll see you next time.